All right. So next, okay, this is I'm going to read this whole thing because this is a lot of stuff here. Okay, Cody stands
This was
in the ring.
supposedly his pipe bomb, right?
His pipe bomb. That's the way he's, okay.
Right.
So Cody stood in the ring and asked the jeering crowd what they wanted to talk about. And first of all, Cody does his entrance. They cut to commercial and they do the picture in a picture. And they show Cody pulling the ladder out from under the ring and setting up the ring for the picture in a picture. All right, whatever. So, when you guys were watching, I was like,
how was that?
I'm like looking at this picture in a picture. What is he doing?
I had walked out of the room. Out of the room, and then I came back in, and I saw the picture in picture. I know what the fuck was going on. I just see this setup being done.
Right.
The ring crew guys couldn't have done that.
That was awkward. There's another awkward spot. Okay?
Right.
So Cody stood in the ring and asked the jeering crowd what they want to talk about. And Cody spoke glowingly about CM Punk's pipe bomb promo. He said someone told him to save the promo, but he didn't know if he'd get the chance, so he was using it now. Rhodes said Punk's return was called the comeback of the year by PWI, but it's actually the comeback of the decade, and we're all loving it. I wonder if that was a little. Remember what we've said on the show would be a good tag team, Codan. I wonder if this promo is the beginning of this. Rhodes said that in Punk's absence, someone did everything he spoke about. I did them, Rhodes said. Cody said he carried the revolution. The fans cheered him. By the way, the fans started chanting "F you, Cody" during this.
Shut the f up.
Shut the f up there. Right. Shut the f up. He said the reason he was irritated by it, but that could have been a work. Okay. He said the reason he won't turn heel is because the fans cheered him when he needed him most. He said that when he speaks about there being more than one royal family in pro wrestling, he's talking about all of us. Cody brought up the forbidden door. This is hysterical, right? I was the one who built it, he said, and a Cody chant started. Okay, bro, these fans are so excited about the forbidden door where they get to work with Impact and Ring of Honor. That sentence turned to babyface a little bit. It's hysterical. So he said he'd been gone 2 weeks, and the Bucks almost started the Wednesday Night Wars all over again. He said he knows Red Dragon graduated from hip toss class with flying colors, but he doesn't need to see the Young Bucks beat the developmental more than once. That was actually a pretty good line. Rhodes brought up his real-life friend, Ricky Starks. This is weird. I didn't even know about this, right? He brought up his real-life friend, Ricky Starks, getting into it with Jay Lethal. And Rhodes said, word to the wise, the lethal injection is the one cutter that people don't kick out of. Avoid, Rhodes said. Rhodes brought up Malachi Black beating him twice, and Cody said everyone know he hates to lose. He said Black needed no help, but he got it. He said they're not in the business of renaming people like Gunter McGillivuddy or whatever the hell it is, but he said it takes balls to come to AW and call yourself Brody. I thought that was... Cody brought up the TNT. Then why are they calling the guy Brody King then? If it's like such a big whatever.
Right, and not only that, that was his name before.
It's his name.
It ain't like he got there and said, hey, my name is Brody King.
That line was weird. I did not like that line. Okay, Cody brought up the TNT Championship and said it's not a secondary belt normally, but it is now because there are two. Bro, they did an interim championship and Cody was only out for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay? He said he thinks it's clear what they need to do, and then he looked at the ladder. He said Tony Khan sent a contract in the mail to him and Sammy Guevara. Maybe it's not the contract I wanted, Rhodes said. Then Cody walked up the ladder while challenging Guevara to face him on next week's Beach Break-themed edition of Dynamite.
Because Cody's working without a contract right now.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Right. That's why I said it's not the contract I wanted. When he said Tony Khan sent them a contract with him and Sammy Guevara, it's not the contract I wanted. And plus, they said that in the Royal Rumble, Stardust is going to wrestle. So a lot of people thought it's Cody Rhodes since his contract is up. Mm-hmm. He ain't going there. Right. But they're taking advantage of it and using it in the storyline. Okay. The problem with Cody here to me is this. I think he thought, first of all, when he referenced that he was doing the pipe bomb, that means that you watched the original pipe bomb. And if you did, this was nothing like that.
Right.
That's number one. Number two, I think he thought he's turning heel, bro.
Right.
I think he thought, okay, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to turn the crowd. Watch, I'm going to turn them. I can turn them. He turned a couple people because right now, and he has a very cheap excuse that can turn him heel because he's saying, he says that the reason that he hasn't turned heel, this is what he says, is because they cheered him when he needed it the most. Okay? He's going to take that line to me for fuel in the future and go, I tried to be a nice guy. I tried, I opened the forbidden doors. I did this, but you turned your back on me, so now f*** you. He's going to get over as a heel.
Yeah,
to me, he's turning heel.
He started yelling at one point in this promo.
Yeah.
I forgot the exact
Yeah.
point, and it was like it's kind of a weird spot to start yelling.
Because he was trying to get emotion on. I helped build,
Right.
AEW, the Forbidden Door, and all this, and he's trying to turn the people. But this was not a pipe bomb. This was not even a great promo. It was a passionate promo, a good promo.
It was a very weird promo for the content and everything that he talked about, where the out was, I'm challenging Sammy to a ladder match.
Right.
Right. It's just like, right.
I can't remember anyone ever saying on camera, I'm not turning heel or I'm turning, using those terms. I thought that was weird and strange.
I'm not a big fan of when they say, even like, I didn't mind the promo, but I'm not a big fan of when they actually say things like cut promos and turning heel and stuff like that in the promo, and they try to make it too like shooty or whatever.